Did you know that some of the biggest names in American rap are currently behind bars? Stick around to find out who they are. Today, we're counting down the top 10 American rappers who are currently locked up, including some of the most influential figures in the industry. Here's a detailed list of the top 10 American rappers currently in jail, including their crimes and sentences. 10. Rio Da Young OG da Marijohn McCullough. Flint rapper Rio Da Young OG was sentenced to 5 years in prison in 2021 after pleading guilty to possession of a firearm in furtherance of a drug trafficking crime. His career was gaining momentum with collaborations, including a notable feature on Lil Yachty's album before his arrest, The Teal Mango. 9. Fuiano Kwame Kalu Brown. Fuiano, signed to Gucci Mane's 1017 Records, was arrested in 2021 for being a fugitive from justice after removing his ankle monitor and fleeing while on bond for a previous gun charge. He is serving a 5-year sentence. 8. Big Lurch Antron Singleton. Big Lurch was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole in 2003 for the gruesome murder of his roommate, Tanisha Isaias. Under the influence of PCP at the time, Big Lurch was found guilty of tearing open Isaias' chest and eating parts of her lungs. 7. Arab Abdul Ibrahim West. Philadelphia rapper Arab was sentenced to 45 years in prison in 2021 for turning his record label, Original Block Hustalas, OBH, into a large-scale drug trafficking operation. He was convicted of conspiracy to distribute drugs and involvement in a murder related to his drug dealings. 6. Max B. Charlie Wingate. Max B was initially sentenced to 75 years in prison in 2009 for his involvement in a botched robbery that led to murder. However, his sentence was reduced to 20 years in 2016 after he accepted a plea deal for aggravated manslaughter. He is now expected to be released in 2025. 5. Tay-K, Tamor Trayvon McIntyre. Tay-K gained notoriety with his song The Race, released while he was on the run from the law. He was arrested and convicted for his role in a 2016 home invasion that resulted in the murder of Ethan Walker. Tay-K was sentenced to 55 years in prison. 4. A YNW Melly, Jamel Maurice Demons. YNW Melly is awaiting trial for the double murder of his friends YNW Sack Chaser and YNW Juvie. He was arrested in February 2019, and prosecutors are seeking the death penalty. Melly and his co-defendant allegedly staged the crime scene to look like a drive-by shooting. 3. 42 Dugg Dion Marquise Hayes. Detroit rapper 42 Dugg was arrested in May 2022 for failing to report to a federal prison camp to serve a 6-month sentence for illegal possession of a firearm. This offense occurred while he was on probation for carjacking and weapons charges. His failure to surrender resulted in an additional sentence of 1 year. 2. Kasanova Caswell Sr. Kasanova turned himself into authorities in December 2020 following his indictment on charges of conspiracy to commit racketeering, conspiracy to distribute controlled substances, and possession of a firearm in furtherance of a drug trafficking crime. He pleaded guilty in May 2022 and was sentenced to 188 months, about 15 years, in prison. 1. Young Thug Jeffrey Lamar Williams. Young Thug, a prominent figure in the rap industry, was arrested in May 2022 as part of a sweeping RICO, Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations, indictment. He, along with 26 others, was charged with conspiracy to violate the RICO Act and participation in criminal street gang activity. The charges include allegations of murder, armed robbery, and drug trafficking. Young Thug faces potentially decades in prison if convicted. These cases highlight the severe legal consequences that some rappers face due to their involvement in criminal activities, despite their musical success. If you found this video intriguing, make sure to check out our other content on the latest updates in the music industry. Don't forget to subscribe and also leave a comment with your thoughts on this topic.